this ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Trojans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Can y'all hear me still? Can y'all see it?
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top-5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Try this play style out with them Ducks. See how it is.
It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
Nope, don't like it. Don't like it.
This early in the year between two top-5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
Boy, could they use a conversion on
Where the fuck is he
short
at?
from their own 24.
Why the fuck is he not in? 1, 2.
On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. He's got an open man. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Ducks
I know
moving
he's actually
quickly to the
was
line.
Shit.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and the touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play. So it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there. Because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing.
I don't
on that
like
play.
keeping him. What the fuck is he?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dante Moore. Got out of trouble and throws.
Okay.
He's got him. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll run it. It's Davison.
My own teammate.
On third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Good timeout.
The Trojans use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Davison.
Did they?
I don't think he got anything. He
Son of a
got stopped
bitch.
on 4th and 1.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Rushes on him, trying to make something happen. Takes a hit as he fires. Snagged on the outside, it's Jordan. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is
Oh,
the first
okay.
one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like
Oh,
they have
yeah.
the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
With the catch, it's Jordan. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it tackle.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Dumps it to the back. Got a man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
On target. He's down short of the line to gain. It'll bring up a fourth down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab.
I should have just blitzed him.
He's got it.
I should have just blitzed the shot on him.
Nice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback now breaking the field. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble.
Hey, one thing, he getting the most lucky ass throws.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
To the air, it's Mayava. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Drive starts from their own 20.
He said he can't even see what button he trying to press.
Running inside, it's Jordan. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He should have never told me that. I'm about to bless the shit out you. Good job.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just...
No, this is a season.
No matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down.
Nigga definitely run his quarterback, I tell you.
Short needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a 1st down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit when you've got that kind of pedigree. You always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Just bringing the heat.
Man, this
Box work.
defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Decibels rising as
Okay.
the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Release to the back. Caught. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And defensively on third down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle him, and you got to get him to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the fourth down.
And the Trojans will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. He might want another play. In the gun on third down, Moore. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. 4th down, Moore. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Finds his man. It's Jordan. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And they're not on the same page there.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Flips it out on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, USC! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. Not much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Here's more to throw. Fires it down the seam. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he got a hand in
I'm
there.
figuring out why the fuck is he on the
That
field?
is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Using his legs, it's Davison. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Goodness gracious, I don't know if that head coach is gutsy or crazy.
Probably both, maybe both. A lot of coaches are, but the analytics do say you should go for it more on fourth down than conventional wisdom would suggest.
Not on your own 20.
Fair enough. Makes the catch down the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore. Time to take a shot. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the returner will be knocked down.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Got it set up on the outside. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, he makes the catch. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to...
Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got rid of it just in time.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing more. Flushed out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Moore. Finds his man. It's Moore. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the number 8 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Wildcats, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year.
Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. That's caught, it's Bowman. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for room, it's Jordan. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Runs through the tackle. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Looking left. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Got room on the return.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear.
Yo.
18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Man, I was I got my stream up. I was saying yo to Darren. No, I had to let him know these old dunks ain't nothing to play with.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hooks. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Single back formation, and they give it to him. It's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They'll go play action with Moore. Turns it loose. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Keeps it on the option. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. There's some room. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you've got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Looking for space, it's Jordan. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Man, them underrated schools be the toughest.
Right back to the well. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Moore with the play fake. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Hooks. Looking for room.
Nah, I kind of chilled out on Pro-Am.
They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This is one of those performances as a receiver that gets you noticed when it comes to the bullet.
But I'm in this college football league.
Accolades. Over 150 yards now for their transfer wide receiver. What can you say about the impact he's had on this offense? Not just in this game, but this year as a whole. Defenses just don't have an answer for him. And I'll tell you, the guy who's most happy is the quarterback throwing him the rock.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On the direct snap, it's Moore. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? And the Ducks will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Offense changing the play. More to throw for it on 4th down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touch expect. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab right down the middle. Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They're on it. They recover the onside.
Oh, he about to quit.
Damn.
Damn.